So I was preparing for tomorrow's AdventureCraft 101 class, a basic bushcraft class where we'll be going over making a baton, why to make a baton, as well as making feather sticks. And although fire isn't the primary goal of the curriculum, we'll certainly be working on that. But I realized that tomorrow we're supposed to have some rain, but not just rain. Some people are talking about extreme thunderstorms and maybe some more tornadoes. Don't think a lot of people are going to show up to the class, but somebody will. But I also realized as I was getting ready for this that the old POS here was not going to come out of this trench for quite some time if I leave it in here through such heavy rain. Part of the issue here, you're not going to be able to see the grade of the hills here, but all of this is really, really steep. And what's funny is the only way for me to really get out of here is right here. Not without a lot of silliness, and with such a narrow track width and length, side hilling can be quite a nightmare, which is why I kind of actually also had to cut in a little bit of a road here. And it looks like I only cut in a little bit from what I added on the other side, but that's actually in some places up to 2 feet of being cut in. Of course, in some places only just maybe 6 inches. Anyway, so I've got to go ahead, get this old piece of junk out of here. And then right now what my plan is to get my trailer to where the tires are like right here, and hope that my gate will span that. Load it up. The other thing, a little bit of a warning for you guys. Ticks are already out in Kentucky. So if you're somewhere like Pennsylvania, you probably have ticks year-round, even though it's colder. I don't understand how that makes any sense, but that's the way it is somehow. But I guess the further west you go, maybe the more you'll have to wait for ticks for the season. But here in Kentucky and in other places, they are already out. So no matter where you live, right now is a good time to start treating with permethrin. I will be doing that myself tonight. It's just not worth it messing with ticks. It's just not worth it. So anyways, Lord willing, I will get my little Chinese Mini X goofy ball butt up and out of here. And I'm really excited for class tomorrow. I'll be getting some good content. And depending on how hard it's raining, we might end up in the caves. And once we're on the fire portion of this, and I plan on bringing my kids of 4 and 6 as well. That's going to be very interesting, and starting to get into some knife safety with them, depending on the number of students. If only one guy shows up, then we're going to make some batons, we're going to make some feather sticks, we're going to do some knife safety, we're going to do some fire stuff and have a good old time. But it's going to be interesting, and I'm really interested. The reason that I dug here is there was that's a mosquito. That's a big mosquito. Good night. It's a big old boy. Anyways, these were sinkholes, and both of these. And so we want. My brother-in-law hired me to see if we could find a cave opening here. I kind of excuse me. I kind of maintain the property. We have a bit of a deal working there, but he wanted to see if there's a cave in here. And if you look, the way that this rock is formed and cracked there, and we have water flowing down there, that's how these caves are formed. We're right here in the Mammoth Cave area. So I didn't think we would find anything, but now that I've seen a little bit of how the ground works here, we actually have 2 different streams here in the same area, in sinkholes right next to each other at different depths. One of these streams runs, I think, 5 to 10 feet higher than the other one. I think they've got a layer of rock in between them. That's how wild it's not topography if it's underground. If you're a geologist, maybe Maybe you can tell me what the term for what, like topography but underground, what the term for that is. I don't know. Anyways, all right, well, I'm going to get to loading this thing up. Lord willing, this goes smoothly. And I'll be making some content tomorrow. I'm going to be making, I'd like to make tonight some content for Stroop knives. So you might see that tonight as well. He just made a post that I thought was interesting, and it's going to bring up some good points to talk about with steel attributes, steel quality, and what's actually important. So hopefully we'll get into that as well. Talk in the comment section below.